I think the lie is going to Spain twice.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay.
I think going to Spain twice is a bit excessive.
Is
Anyone
that
else?
the final guess? Okay, well, if there's no other guesses, you're wrong. I went to Spain when I was like a baby, and then just recently, within the past few years, I went to Spain again. But the lie was the Steve Buscemi part. I don't know why Steve Buscemi would be on the subway.
That's so cool that you've been to Spain twice. Charlize, if you want to go next.
Okay. So, 1, I don't have a favorite event. 2, I am the only junior on the state officer team. And then 3, my favorite conference was the national conference in Texas. Out of all the conferences, my favorite was the one in Texas.
Any thoughts, anyone? No. All right, well, I think the lie is the favorite national conference being Texas, but
I agree with Michelle.
me too.
That is the lie because I did not attend the national conference in Texas last year. I was not in attendance, so can't be my favorite.
All right, Aaron, if you want to go next.
All right, so I want to live in Washington, D.C. when I'm older. My favorite subject is biology, and my least favorite subject is literature.
I'm calling Cap on the Washington, D.C. part, because don't you want to live in Korea?
Any other that is actually true. I do want to live in Washington, D.C., but Amvita, I feel like it's unfair to you because Korea is like the other place that I would want to live.
I think I know the answer to this. I don't know if anyone else has any other guesses. No?
I feel like I remember you saying you liked biology, so I'm gonna guess the literature one.
Yeah, that is the lie. My least favorite subject's actually math.
Nice. I don't think a lot of people like math, so yeah. All right, we're gonna hop right into some of the stuff that we've been doing. So this first part is just updates from the state officer team individually, kind of like what we've been working on. So some of the stuff I've been working on. So I've been running the Discord server lately, and we've been doing these weekly like prompts in the Discord server. So if you're in it, you will be able to see them, and you guys can respond to them, and we'll try to respond back based on how much we know and stuff like that. Next, we have the pin design contest. So we did pick a winner. Right there is the design with the Liberty Bell. And these will be at states. So make sure you're bringing money so you can purchase them if you're interested in pin trading. Next is that we've been doing some collaboration with other states. So we meet with them, kind of learn about what they're doing, as well as tell them about Pennsylvania TSA. Most notably, we have a meeting with New Jersey coming up soon, and we'll be doing some with other states as well. And then last but not least, we will have the apparel sale again this year. There's a new design for them, so make sure if you want to support the American Cancer Society, if you want a cool shirt, make sure you bring money for that. And I'll hand it over to Zane.
Thank you, Michelle. So what I wanted to focus on talking about tonight was me and Will's regional connectivity initiative. So Will couldn't be here, but I'll cover it. So we're gonna have a meeting coming up where, well, we've began the process of kind of pairing up people from different regions and different chapters, kind of trying to vary the group, diversify the group from different parts of the state. And so we are preparing a meeting where we can A, get to know each other a little better, and then B, sort of talk about what different schools and different regions do to improve their engagement and fundraising and other things. So I did put a interest form in the agenda. If you're a part of regional reps, I'm gonna already invite all of them, but we're also gonna invite anyone else who's interested. So if you're interested, please fill out that Google form, unless you're in regional reps. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me. And that kind of covers regional connectivity. Aside from that, regional representatives, we had some great success with the regional conferences. We were able to carry out a number of initiatives across the regions. Yeah, and I'll talk further about the regional conferences after the state officer updates. So, Erin?
All right, so I'm first going to talk about the mini competitions. This just went up like a week ago. These are basically just mini challenges that kind of relate to TSA events. And they're kind of just smaller. They're easy to complete pretty quickly. And the due date to submit those is March 26th. You can find them on the PATSA website. And if you do submit an entry, it will get feedback from professionals in the industry related to the mini competition. So again, that's March 26th for a deadline. And then there's also the outreach committee. We've been working really hard on making sponsorship and networking materials that will be used for next year's kind of stuff, and also making a few different toolkits that'll help students find free resources and also help them kind of navigate our resources that we posted throughout the entirety of the PATSA website.
All right, Miriam?
So NSP has been hard at work this year. We have a couple new initiatives that we're working on. The first being the corporate sponsorship toolkit. So just some resources all together to help your chapter gain corporate sponsors. So we have a new subcommittee for that this year, and it's been going really well, along with just some general website updates and yeah, more to come for NSP. In state specifically, we've also been planning on the committee as well the new students versus advisors and alumni tech bowl. So if you'd like to come, you can bring a donation to the ACS and it'll be super fun. It's super excited for that. And then also, as Michelle mentioned, we'll have various items to purchase and some brand new merch for the ACS. So donating to a great cause.
Looks
Right.
like next. Sorry. So I have been working on a toolkit called How to TSA States Edition. So it's basically a toolkit that helps new members navigate states that includes things like dress code, or a walkthrough tour of Seven Springs, because I've heard a lot of members get lost on their first time. So I'm working on helping them with that. It's going to be released around the first week of April. I've also gotten game nights passed. So we had our game night a few weeks ago, and it was really fun. It was nice to talk to members and just have a fun time. And in CAPSI, our graphic design has been working on the committee logos and the states posters for all the special interest sessions. And also the CAPSI brainstorming subcommittee has been helping me through that How to TSA States toolkit. But that's all for me.
All right, so my two committees, CSAC and IC, have both been hard at work. Will isn't here today. He was going to do a little bit about CSAC, so I'll just do both CSAC sections now. So in terms of getting involved, me and Will have been trying to emphasize promoting some student leaders in CSAC, especially to run their own special interest sessions, because I think that's a very good way to have a small leadership position at the state level that can have a big impact. So just promoting these student leaders. So, anyone who's watching at home or anyone here now, it's a little late in the year, but I totally encourage you to join CSAC moving forward if you're interested in, seeing your work really reflect to you and bringing that to the state conference. Beyond that, we've been working to get fun and engaging special interest sessions. One that I think we're particularly excited for is the escape room special interest session. So just keep an eye out, and that will all be released soonish once schedules and stuff go out to the broader PATSA. So as for IC, in a similar vein, we've been mostly working as a forum for discussion and change. We've been doing a little bit with social media outreach, but right now we're still in the phase of more discussion and consensus building, which is important for the kind of work we hope to do.
Oh no, Margot's mic is not working right now. All right, I think actually, Charlize, you're probably better for this if you're able to cover for Margot.
So we are going to be releasing some promos for the business meeting, just for states overall, and that content's going to start coming out on feeds and things like that. And then the CAPC video production subcommittee has been working on helping with video series tips, like my first and other things like that, that will be released towards the end of our terms. So.
All right, and then Will is not here tonight, but just to go over some things that he's been doing, Elijah already went over the CSAC stuff, but for the Bylaws and Resolutions Review Committee, they've been doing some Parley Pro materials that will help you with chapter team, as well as navigating sort of the lingo of the business meeting. So if you're not super good at parliamentary procedure, hopefully when these resources come out, you'll be able to check them out, and they might help you with your events and stuff. All right, do we have any questions about any of the officers, individuals, initiatives and things they've been working on? No? All right. So we're going to move on to conferences. So first, a little recap on regional conferences. Zane, if you want to take over.
All right, so at the regional conferences, hopefully you saw some of us because we visited all of them. We had a really great time. We did some special interest sessions about leadership, fundraising, and we really enjoyed getting to talk to people from all across the state, visiting places that were further out, and really getting to know the delegation. So we also had, as I spoke about, regional reps. And so we kind of wanted to know what you guys thought about the regional conference, just anything at all, if it's about the special interest sessions, what more state officers can do or regional leadership can do, and what you want to see improved or just what you enjoyed. Is there anyone who would like to speak? What if we have one of the state officers go first?
Yeah, I'll go first, Zane. It was really nice being able to see everyone in person. I know last year there were a lot of conferences that were canceled or had different formats just because of weather or COVID, whatever else was going on in the world at that time. So it was really nice being able to see everyone. Regional reps did an awesome job with all the different special interest sessions, as well as all the regional coordinators. I saw a lot of cool things happening at regional conferences, whether that was inviting outside organizations to come in or having like super fun activities going on throughout the day. So yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. Is there anyone else who wants to speak? Maybe just share a brief comment.
I absolutely loved my time with the Region 8 conference and the Region 3 conference. They were both really fun. I liked to see how the different conferences worked. I know at Region 8, I loved all of the activities that were running. I know their officer team had a lot going on, and it was really great talking to everyone. And then at Region 3, again, it was nice to meet everybody. I had an absolute blast doing TSA trivia, even though there's only a few TSA questions.
Yeah, I had a great time at those special interest sessions as well. Also, one thing to consider if you're interested in state office is you get to visit different regions around regional conference time. By the way, for you guys that are interested, the deadline is the 28th. So look out for that. Is there anyone else who has any feedback or comments about the regional conferences or what you'd like to see improved?
I mean, I liked our Region 8 conference a lot. I think there's a lot of fun special interest sessions and fun activities to do there while we were like waiting to do our events.
Yeah, that's great. So if any of you guys are interested in helping out, maybe next year you guys can join the Regional Representatives Committee or run for state office. But regionals is a great season. But that's all I have.
All right, thank you, Zane. On to the state conference. So actually the state officer application deadline is the 29th. I just looked that up maybe about 5 minutes ago.
Sorry,
but-
guys.
No, you're good, Zane. But yeah, if you're interested in that, this is a hard deadline, so make sure you're getting everything in on time and getting all your forms signed and things like that. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Mrs. Evans or one of the senior state officers. On to some of the actual conference stuff. So early submissions are due April 12th. The event schedule as well as a day-by-day schedule has been posted on the website. So if you're interested in that, check it out, I guess. The read is also posted. If you've done this before or if you don't know what the read is, there's a reason why it's called read in all caps, because it has a lot of important information about events that you might not find in the general rules and things like that. So I'd highly recommend checking that out. Another thing that's new to this year, Seven Springs is going cashless. So if you're buying food or things like that, make sure you have, whether that's a credit card if you're like older, or if you don't have access to that, I know Seven Springs has recommended doing like buying a gift card ahead of time and using that instead. But also do bring some cash with you. A lot of the things that we'll be selling personally, not through Seven Springs, such as the t-shirts, also like Miracle Minute during general sessions, you will need cash for that. So be prepared to bring a combination of both if you plan on purchasing anything at the state conference. And then some fun stuff that we'll be introducing this year. We have an ACS fundraiser. Basically, we'll have a bunch of cans. There's each of the officers' names on it. And you guys can put money into each of the officers' cans. And basically, whoever raises the most money is like the favorite officer. But just because you can't be the favorite officer without, having some sort of like extra thing attached to it, we're going to also pie whoever the favorite officer is in the face. So if you want to see any of us pied, highly recommend participating in that fundraiser at States. There's also going to be a photo booth Friday night. So if you like your pictures, we'll have like fun props and stuff. So make sure you check that out Friday night with all the other activities. The t-shirt cannon is coming back. I know we've got a lot of questions about this. Yes, it will be there. Hopefully we won't hit any ceiling tiles this year, but yeah, the t-shirt cannon will be there. And then we have a ton of more stuff. Those were just some of the main highlights. But yeah, any questions about the state conference or any questions about regional stuff? No? All right, well, that's all kind of we had for you guys. This last section is kind of a free little like Q&A session. So anything you guys have for us, whether it's about how to run for state office, things about conferences, anything, everything under the roof, feel free to ask. No comments? Nothing?
What are you guys' second favorite fruits?
Second favorite fruits. Ooh, does anyone have one off the top of their head right now?
Strawberries, because they're scrumptious.
Avocados.
I forgot that was a fruit. My second favorite, probably like mangoes.
My second favorite is cherries, but it's funny that Michelle's is mangoes because that's my first favorite.
Probably pineapples.
Mine's probably peaches.
All right, and Mario, I'm assuming your mic still isn't working. No worries. All right, I don't know. Any other questions? That was a fun one. Thank you, boy. No? All right. Well, I guess that's the end of our VCRM. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys got a little bit of information about this and got to learn a little bit about us as well. Yeah, and we'll see you at States, I guess. I hope you guys all have a great evening, and yeah, we'll see you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Me and Will just got here.
Yeah.
P-A-T-S-A.